Hi, and welcome to the last NOCO Now of the semester. In this show, me, Adam, and Zoe will make kombucha.
Kate and I have a Ramband adventure.
And I'll check out the seed bank on campus, and afterwards, I'll head up to Horsetooth and do some bouldering and top rope climbing.
All tonight on NOCO Now.
Hi, and welcome into Adam's home, where today he's going to be teaching me and Zoe how to make kombucha.
Yeah, you know, I just love my little probiotic drink. Very scrumptious, and it's my little pet too.
We don't know what that means,
We're
but
scared.
we're gonna find out. So Adam, what's the first step?
Well, let's start by getting some water boiling.
Let's go.
We're gonna get 800 milliliters of water. We're just gonna get that into our pot. And
What's
then,
that in like ounces?
don't worry about ounces.
Cups?
We do everything in milliliters.
Okay.
Cool.
Next, we're gonna put 2,000 milliliters of water into this jug. Try to be as exact as you can with your measuring. These measurements are for a 1 gallon batch.
After we fill up the jug, we're gonna put a cap on it and then toss it in the freezer to save some time.
Well, now we have to wait for the water to boil. One thing about kombucha is it is a lot of waiting.
Do we wait a lot during kombucha?
Good
That's
question.
a good
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
No,
that's good.
I was gonna answer that. I forgot about it a little earlier.
Okay.
So yeah, kombucha is a lot of waiting.
Okay, yeah.
Hang
What's
out.
the word for that when you're waiting for something to happen?
Oh wait, is it waiting?
It's waiting.
All right, so our water is at a rolling boil now, as you want it. So I'm gonna turn the heat off, and then I'm gonna take it off the heat and add 15 grams of black tea. Then we're just gonna let it steep for 15 minutes.
So
So we're waiting? right
Waiting.
now?
We're waiting right now.
Yes,
We're
okay.
just waiting. Who's a little cactus?
Now we're gonna take out our tea bags and we're gonna push on each individual one to make sure we get all of the flavor out.
the next step is putting pure cane white sugar into the tea. It's very important that this is precise, so we are going to use a knife.
Cool. Now that the black tea is fully dissolved, we're gonna just take it and add it into our big cold water now. Now, we have to wait for this to get back to room temperature so that we don't hurt our friend.
Who's our friend?
My pet. All right, well, it's time for the friend.
Oh no. Who is this friend?
It's my pet.
Oh, okay.
Got him. Here's our little guy.
What
The secret ingredient.
What is that?
His name's SJ.
What is SJ?
Who is SJ?
He's a SCOBY. Now, a SCOBY is a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. It's essential to the fermentation part of your kombucha. It eats up all the sugar and tea and then basically poops out your drink. So clearly our jar isn't all the way full, so we're
Yeah.
gonna need to put our good friend in there. You know, I've done it so many times. Kate, how about you try to experience
Oh.
the joys of putting our pet in this little
Great.
enclosure?
So do I just throw this this whole jar in here?
Yeah, you just pour it all in.
The whole...
You got it.
Oh my gosh, why did it fizz?
It'll just plop. Well, our little guy needs to breathe, doesn't he? He's a real living creature, so. And that does it. That's our first ferment. So now we just have to wait 7 to 10 days, and it'll be ready.
Oh.
Okay.
I've got a couch, TV, feel free. There's lots to do.
I think we were actually gonna go to Ramband. Yeah. You could come if you were 21.
You don't even want to watch?
Uh,
Wait.
We will see you
We'll
at
see
Ramband.
you at Ramband.
We will not
No,
see you.
no.
They don't
No.
want to watch?
No, they're gonna come.
Ramband?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been great.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
for all of this. We'll see you in like a few days.
After you.
Thank you.
Hey, can you tell us a little bit about what Ramband is?
Well, at Ramband, you can buy one wristband and drink at 3 different bars.
And those bars are Rec Room
Yeti.
and Bar District.
It goes from 9:30 to 12.
So tonight we're gonna take you with us as we start our Ramband adventure.
Let's
Shall
go.
we? Let's go.
Our first stop on this journey was a bar called Yeti. After dancing, saying goodbye to our newly found friend, and after Kate got kicked out due to certain signs, it was time to go talk to some friends waiting in line.
Okay, so if you could describe Ramband in 3 words, what would those words be?
3 words? Okay.
Hectic, busy, and cheap.
Fair.
Party, 1. And then the next 2 words are gonna be combined. No memory.
Really cheap drinks.
That was a good one.
It's also my second Ramband because I just turned 21. Here's my passport. I don't have my new ID yet, so I'm using my passport.
Ramband takes passports.
It does, and they're very nice.
What is your guys' favorite bar on Ramband?
I like Rec Room, the district.
Is Rec Room so fun that it's worth it to wait in this really long line?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Rec Room.
And why is it Rec Room?
Because the floor is just better, the music is just better, the people are just better, everything's just better, honestly.
So you say waiting in this long line is worth it?
Yeah, if you get here on time, yeah.
And why are you waiting in this super long line for Rec Room?
Because I'm trying to get drunk.
True.
You're in line for Rec Room.
And as you can see, the line is very long.
It's long. It's a very long line.
Despite the long line, we waited, and it was worth it. We could hardly walk, there were so many people on the dance floor, but we made it to the bar and ordered a drink.
Last but not least, it was time for Bar District.
What is your favorite drink to order at Ramband?
Vodka pineapple, easy every night, go to, blackout drunk. I'm gonna wake up in a ditch because of vodka pineapple, thank you, cheers!
Can I get a vodka pineapple? Great. I got the said vodka pineapple that dude over there recommended. Let's try it. That's pretty good. It kind of just tastes like pineapple juice.
after dancing this hard, we were all pretty hungry.
Honestly, like, one of my favorite things is providing hospitality, no matter what. Even if they are a little bit out of control, hey, guess what? You know, like, you can watch their mood go from crazy to like a lot more normal if you just sell them a hot dog.
Give them a hot dog. That's the solution to health.
Yeah. So I consider myself literally, yes, I like to sell hot dogs and I like to make money doing it, but I literally consider us a service to the community. Ramband brings out, people that maybe wouldn't explore Old Town normally, because I know it's a great deal for students, and it's just awesome that we can kind of be out here to serve food when maybe other restaurants are closed.
Yeah, this goes hard. Yeah.
But Duff's isn't the only late-night eats at Ramband.
So I was studying architecture at Iowa State in the 90s, and I went to Chicago to try to put that into practice and decided I would a lot rather be doing what I did while I was in college when I wasn't in class, which was making sandwiches for drunk kids on the street corner. So now I'm doing that, and I haven't really looked back, or if I have looked back, it's been with a fond wave to decisions that I made way back when. We'll have fun, but we also take seriously working together well as a team and serving people well and moving fast. I've got a house and a family built on the backs of like what we're doing together down here on the weekends. And thanks for letting the weekend start a day earlier.
We had such a great time tonight at Ramband. Did you have a good time, Kate?
Yeah, I did have a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time, and I feel more knowledgeable about all that Ramband has to offer.
Yeah, I feel like I learned more about Ramband tonight than I have any other Ramband I've been to.
On that note, we'll see you in the next part.
See you there.
I'm here wandering on campus to see what people know about seed banks in general and see if they know about the seed bank here on campus. So, do you know about the seed vault in Norway at all?
In Norway? No, I do not.
Okay. Do you know about the Doomsday Vault in Norway at all?
I don't know. Oh, maybe where they have a bunch of like seeds, just in case like an apocalyptic thing happens or whatever, and then you can replant everything.
Do you know about the Doomsday Seed Bank in Norway at all?
No, I do not. I do not know what that is, but it sounds very interesting.
And then, do you know about the seed bank on campus at all?
No, I do not.
I only just heard about it a couple of minutes ago. I was today years old.
I know that it contains seeds, and it has to be held at a certain temperature, and there's some heirloom tomatoes there.
Do you know about the seed bank on campus at all?
No, I do not. Is it like a vault for all the seeds to save humanity if the world ends, but it's like all just CSU students?
Can you elaborate on that?
Like, if there's like a meteor that hits the earth and then we go into like, everything's on fire, but maybe CSU has like a basement. It's not the LC. We're like, yo, we can put the students here, and then that vault holds all of the supplies to survive, as well as like seeds and plants to sustain humanity.
Not really.
Seems many students don't know much about the seed bank on campus. So let's go inside and check it out. I'm here with Dr. Harmel in the National Laboratory for Genetic Resource Preservation. And what do you got?
I've got a bag of corn seeds here. There's about 1,500 to 3,000 corn seeds in this bag. And then as you can see, in the entire freezer facility, there's over 600,000 of these accessions or bags of seed.
All right, so we were just inside this massive freezer vault that holds, like I said, at least 600,000 samples right now. And a question I get asked on most tours is something about doomsday or some need in the future. And it's really important to point out that the USDA National Plant Germplasm System is sending samples out every day. We're not waiting for the next huge natural disaster because there's some threat to agriculture that's happening every day. This collection and the collection of the National Plant Germplasm System is really fighting against agricultural threats every day, not just waiting for that romanticized doomsday scenario. The NLGRP, which is the acronym for the National Laboratory for Genetic Resources Preservation, is the greatest agricultural gene bank in the world. It's owned and operated by the United States Department of Agriculture. So the mission of the NLGRP is to store and preserve a critical agricultural germplasm, which germplasm can be seeds or other or clonally propagated plant material or animal germplasm as well. We have two different storage techniques. You're standing in a cryopreservation vault. The word priceless and unique are used quite a bit, just in conversation, but they're very rarely true. But this collection's priceless. We can't afford to fail. So we think we've covered, most national disasters because, again, we just can't fail. We have to store this material no matter what. It takes a lot of money to store the samples here, and so we have to make sure they're alive or we're not doing our job. And so we really have a rigorous testing program. And that's one of the things that sets us apart from things like the Global Seed Vault in Svalbard, Norway. When those samples go in that vault, they're never tested again to make sure they're viable. I'd like for Coloradans to know and to be proud that we've got the greatest agricultural gene bank in the world sitting right here on CSU campus.
The NLGRP is a really cool spot on campus, and I just think it's pretty fascinating. But let's go back and see how our kombucha's doing.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's been 1 week.
It has been a week, and we're here back at Adam's apartment to have him continue to take us on this kombucha journey.
Yeah, so we're done with the first ferment. The tea's a lot lighter colored, and now it's just time to get to the bottling part. This is where we actually get the flavor of the kombucha, and it's just a second fermentation we're about to do. So we'll start by making some puree.
Great, let's get started.
First, add blueberries and a little bit of water into a pan. While it heats up, mash it up at the same time. When your blueberry mixture is looking like jam, add it all into a blender and blend it up. Once your blueberry puree has cooled, add a 1/4 cup into each one of your kombucha bottles. Then, add a few chunks of hibiscus into each of your bottles.
Okay, so now that we have our bottles have our puree and our hibiscus flower in them, the next step is to get our actual kombucha ready. But obviously, we can't drink our friend, so someone's gonna need to pull it out and put it in this jar.
You?
I've done it enough. I'm happy to share.
You?
And at this point too, it's developed a whole new SCOBY, so if anyone wants to take one home, we could actually grab a second jar, split it into 2.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, if you want one.
No, I'm okay, but I think I can grab the SCOBY.
You're brave.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so just give him a grab. just. Yay! All right, now that we got our SCOBY back in the jar, we're gonna move over this jug into a pitcher so it's easier to pour, and we gotta give SJ some new kombucha to drink.
Then, fill up all of your bottles with your kombucha mixture.
All right, cool. All of our bottles have our puree, our dried hibiscus flower, and the kombucha itself. So now we just have to take our caps and put them on the bottles. Now make them as tight as you can, like squeeze super hard.
Why?
Because pressure's gonna build up and these are gonna carbonate.
Oh.
Now, once we get these all capped, we're gonna put them in the pantry for around 3 days. There's a lot of room in there, but like if you go like 5 days, these bottles might explode.
So
but we're gonna have to wait 3 more days.
So you're saying we have to...
There's more waiting.
More waiting. 3 more days. I mean,
Great.
if you don't want to wait, there's a little extra raw kombucha, unflavored, just fermented black tea.
That looks good. We should try it. It kind of tastes good.
That's kombucha.
Yeah. It tastes sweeter than I thought it would.
It is kind of good.
It's kind of like honey water.
Honey water?
Yeah.
Well, 3 more days.
3 more days.
Again, you know, couch.
Yeah, we're gonna head out again.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
You get it.
We'll be
Busy
back
lives.
in
Yeah.
3
3 days?
3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Not 5. These are exploding in 5.
Okay. 3 to 4.
Okay.
So
3 to 4
we'll see you in 3 to 4 days.
Okay. Okay.
Great,
All
great,
right.
great.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. All right. Bye. Hey NOCO, I'm out here at Horsetooth and I'm doing a combination of bouldering and top rope climbing. So, yeah, I'm gonna see what I kind of like more, kind of see what the perspective is, and who knows, maybe even I'll do some barefoot. Out here with Isaac bouldering. Isaac, what makes you choose bouldering over other types of climbing?
I enjoy bouldering just because it's so raw. You're kind of so in the moment, right? It's like free soloing, but like you're actually not risking your life.
Yeah, for sure. No, like some of these boulders are like, I can't finish it, but I don't want to go down either.
Yeah, you just gotta go for it.
Just bite the bullet and fall.
Just like the nature of it, right? Like just being on the rock is just so. It just puts you. It just grounds you, I suppose. Really grounds you.
Yeah. I did this route once with shoes and I felt pretty comfortable, so I think let's do it. I'm gonna go barefoot. So I'll chalk up my hands and I guess my feet too. Now bouldering's scary for a lot of people, but that's okay because there's ropes too up here at Horsetooth. Well, I think that's gonna do it.
I think so.
Top rope, grand old time.
Yeah.
Big fan.
It was real fun hanging out with you.
Yeah, do you like top rope or bouldering more?
You know, I'm more of a ropes person myself.
Yeah, I mean, I like both. I mean, I don't know if I could ever pick, but the security of rope, big fan of just feeling more safe in my falls and sits.
I always like learning more technical skills. I feel like I can push myself further.
And I guess that's all I've got for climbing. But stay tuned for NOCO Now. More up next. And the blueberry hibiscus kombucha is finally done, so I don't know, let's give it a try.
Cheers to NOCO Now.
I think that turned out pretty good.
That's really good.
It tastes amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. I think NOCO Now is almost over.
Yeah, you know, all good things must come to an end.
We had such a good time this semester, and we'll see you in the next one.